Mathematics during the ancient times has been undergoing a continuous process of evolving in line with the discoveries of our early mathematicians. One of these famous mathematicians from the Greeks is the great Pythagoras of Samos, whose ingenuity and drive to teaching and discovery shaped the world of mathematics that we live by today. However, his story to reaching such great heights does not come untold. Pythagoras traveled Egypt over the course of 10 years to study the esoteric arts under various local priesthoods. Indeed, he is certainly one of the most interesting characters that we see in Greek history. In 535 BC, Pythagoras left his home in Samos, Greece, and traveled to Egypt, where he was initiated by the Egyptian priesthood in all of the different secret societies and organizations that they had available. And from this secret knowledge, Pythagoras obtained information that seems very far ahead of his time.
One day, Pythagoras was walking past a blacksmith shop and heard the sound of anvils and got fascinated with it. He thought that this sound can be understood mathematically, which made him discover the relationship between the different notes and the scale. Western music got its roots from Pythagoras. His study concluded that the sound waves generated can be represented by standard notes and scales by using fractions and discrete ratios. Hence, there are thirds, fourths, fifths, and octaves. Thus, manipulating these ratios creates music that is pleasing to the human ears. Indeed, Pythagoras made an amazing job to relate mathematics to music, which is presently the entire Western musical scale. His work proves that science and art can coexist in this world.
Of course, there is the Pythagorean Theorem, that for any right-angled triangle, the square of the length of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides. Pythagoras' theorem and the properties of right-angled triangles seems to be the most ancient and widespread mathematical development after basic arithmetic and geometry, and it was touched on in some of the most ancient mathematical texts from Babylon and Egypt, dating from over 1,000 years earlier. One of the simplest proofs comes from ancient China and probably dates from before Pythagoras' birth. It was Pythagoras, though, who gave the theorem its definitive form, although it is not clear whether Pythagoras himself definitively proved it or merely described it. Either way, it has become one of the best known of all mathematical theorems, and as many as 400 different proofs now exist, some geometrical, some algebraic, some involving advanced differential equations, and etc.